In this video, I'm spotlighting an overlooked card from Magic's history and finding the perfect commanders to turn it into a table-warping menace. Today's card is Hall of Gemstones from Mirage. Fair warning, if you play this card, there's a very good chance you'll become the archenemy at the table. Hall of Gemstones limits each player to producing only one colour of mana from their lands each turn. Monocoloured and colourless decks barely notice this, but multicoloured decks feel it immediately. And considering that fewer than half a dozen of the top 100 commanders on EDH rec are monocoloured or colourless, odds are good that Hall of Gemstones will hit at least two, if not all three of your opponents. The ideal home for Hall of Gemstones is a deck that either ignores the restriction entirely or exploits it better than everyone else. Monocoloured decks, alternative mana sources, or commanders that punish opponents for trying to work around it all make this enchantment downright oppressive. So where does Hall of Gemstones really shine? My first pick is Glisser Sunseeker. She's mono green, she hates artifacts, and she turns Hall of Gemstones into a nightmare. If your opponents are leaning on mana rocks to fix their colours, well, those rocks are not long for this world. Few things make you less popular at a table than locking colours and blowing up the backup plan. If you'd rather make mana rocks than destroy them, then Roxanne Starfall Savant is another excellent home. Hall of Gemstones barely slows you down when you're creating meteorites that tap for 2 mana of any one colour. While everyone else struggles to cast spells on curve, you're raining value from orbit. Speaking of generating absurd amounts of mana, nothing strikes off Hall of Gemstones like Elf Tribal, especially something like Tivar the Bellicose. Your elf mana dorks happily produce green, your lands can focus on black, and suddenly a symmetrical restriction becomes brutally one-sided. A little asymmetry goes a long way in Commander. My final pick is Dosan the Falling Leaf. If you're already telling your opponents what colour of mana they're allowed to make, why not tell them when they're allowed to cast their spells too? With Dosan locking spells to main phases and Hall of Gemstones choking mana, you decide both the pace and palette of the game. So there you have it, 4 commanders that turn Hall of Gemstones from a nostalgic oddity into a full-blown control piece. Whether you're destroying mana rocks, generating absurd amounts of coloured mana, or locking the table into play magic on your terms, this Mirage era enchantment proves that colour fixing is a privilege, not a right. If you're looking to disrupt greedy mana bases and don't mind being the archenemy, Hall of Gemstones is absolutely worth revisiting.